Hello, dear students. So, today we will discuss our next topic, that is somatotypes or body types. So, somatotypes or body types is a word used by the famous psychologist William Sheldon, and this is also called Sheldon's theory. To describe a body types using this method to classify the human physique. In fact, it is a fact that no two persons are alike. There are various types of individual differences among them. Even some twins are not alike. They are different from each other in various ways. It has also been observed that even physically people are different. Some are tall, some are short, some are fat, and some are thin or skinny. Owing to such differences, it is very difficult to it is very difficult or a complex task to classify individual. No doubt there are individual differences, but even then there are similarities in various characteristics of those individuals. On this basis of similar traits, some of the psychologists have made endeavors to classify them. Not only have they tried to classify the individuals physically, but they have tried to classify them mentally or practically. We are also well aware that there are various types of physical activities, games, and sports. In fact, different type of characteristics are different required different type of activities, games, and sports. Each and every individual cannot reach at the apex level in each game. Therefore, the classification of students become even more important for a teacher in the field of physical education and sports, because he or she can then teach various physical activities, games, and sports in a better and effective way to the students only after having the proper classification on the basis of physical, mental, and practical aspects. The classification of individuals by various psychologists on the basis of physical, mental, and practical characteristics are: first, the classification of Hippocrates. Hippocrates was a famous physician of Greece. He classified individuals into four main groups, which are phlegmatic, sanguine, choleric, melancholic. Under phlegmatic, these type of individuals are usually weak. They are idle, passive, lethargic, and spiritless. These individuals perform work very slowly. Next is sanguine. These individuals are physically fit and powerful. They lead a healthy life and always remain alert and happy. They remain active and perform any work quickly. They have optimistic view about life. Due to courage and enthusiasm, they perform incredible job, difficult job very easily. So these are sanguines. Next is choleric. These individuals have a very aggressive behavior. They are physically strong and powerful but emotionally weak. They have high aspirations and are hard workers. Usually, such persons get worked up over small matters. And the last is melancholic. These persons are physically and mentally weak. They their point of view towards life is pensive or pessimistic. Such people are analytic and practice contemplation. So, this is a theory of Hippocrates. Now, we will discuss the theory or a classification of Ernest Christemer. Ernest Christemer's classification of individual is based on three main body types. These are cynic, asthenic, or athletic. Cynic means these individuals are short structure with a round head and face. They are stocky and fatty. They enjoy sedentary lifestyle and remain happy. Indeed, they are happy go lucky. These people tend to interact with other persons easily. Next is asthenic. They are tall, slim, they have weak body structure, they are self centered, hence, they talk less to other individual. They hesitate to go into the crowd. They want to lead a lonely life. They criticize other persons but can't bear their own criticism. They have less number of friends. They are intelligent and their behavior is completely introvert. So this is all about asthenic. Now the last is athletic. These individuals have broad shoulders, strong body and powerful muscles. They are active and agile. They are both powerful and intelligent. Such individuals believe not in words but in action. They have balanced physical and mental development. They have keen interest in physical activities, games, and sports. So, this is all about the Ernest Christemer classification of body types. Now, we will talk about the classification by William Herbert Sheldon. In fact, the success of an athlete or a sports person comes from a combination of athletic ability and physique or body build. William Herbert Sheldon classified the somatotype or body type of individuals into following category, and these are endomorph, mesomorph, and ectomorph. William Sheldon was an American psychologist who devoted his life to observing the variety of human bodies and temperaments. Somatotypes refer to the underlying physique and are not changed by overeating or training. In the 1940s, Sheldon developed a theory that there are three basic body types or somatotypes. Somatotypes. He settled on three extreme types based on the three tissue layers, that is endomorph, mesomorph, and ectomorph. Fat or round, muscular or square, thin or linear, each associated with personality characteristics representing a correlation between physique and temperament. This schema was illustrated as a triangle of extremes with a coming together of the extremes into a balanced center. So this is the three body types. This is endomorph, mesomorph and ectomorph. So you can easily differentiate between endomorph means round body types, mesomorph means rectangular body types, and ectomorph means linear body types. Now you can see the sideways also. You can easily differentiate between the endomorph. Endomorph are round, their stomach is coming out, slightly bulgy body. Mesomorph are fit, athletic body, and ectomorph are skinny body with linear shape. So first we will talk about discussed about endomorph. These individuals have short arms and legs. They have rounded physique. Their limbs seems to be shorter because there is a lot of deposits of adipose tissues. The upper part of arm and legs are significantly thicker than the lower part. It is hard for them to lose weight. They have soft body. They have underdeveloped muscles. They have a capacity for high fat storage and become fat easily. In fact, they are more inclined to become obese. They have pear-shaped body. Their excessive mass hinders their ability to compete in sports. In fact, sports require high level of agility or speed. Sports and games which require strength like weightlifting, powerlifting and most suitable for endomorph. So this is all about endomorph. Next is mesomorph. Endomorph focused on the digestive system, has the tendency towards plumpness, tolerant, love of comfort, extrovert. Endomorphic body types are soft and round shaped body, underdeveloped muscles, overdeveloped digestive system. Associated personality traits are love of food, evenness of emotions, good humor, sense of humor is good, and relaxed need for affection. So this is all about endomorph. Now we will talk about mesomorph. Mesomorph are categorized as in between the other two body types and are generally described as muscular. They have athletic physique and balanced body composition. They are able to increase their muscle size quickly and easily. They have well developed rectangular body shaped body. They have thick bone and muscles. Their chest and shoulders are large and broader in comparison to their waistline. They are physically capable of doing a lot of activities and tend to be athletically aggressive. Generally, they store fat evenly all over their bodies, but they can become overweight if they lead sedentary lifestyle and take high calorie diet. They can excel in such sports which require great strength, short burst of energy and lots of lots of power because they have enough strength, agility and speed. These characteristics make them strong contenders to be the top sports person in any sports. Mesomorph focused on muscular culture and a circulatory system, has a tendency towards muscularity, energetic, active, aggressive, risk taker. Mesomorphic body types: hard, muscular body, overly mature appearance, rectangular shaped, upright posture. Associate personality traits: adventurous and courageous, indifferent to what others think or what zest for physical activity, and competitive. So this is all about endomorph. Oh sorry, mesomorph. Now we will talk about ectomorph. The individual who have an ectomorph body are usually referred to as slim persons because their muscles and limbs are elongated. They have weak constitution of body and usually face great difficulties in gaining weight. They have flat chest and have less muscle mass. The lack of muscle mass creates the impressive that they are taller than they really are. They do not have a lot of strength, but they dominate the endurance sports because their body type is naturally suited to perform wonderfully in endurance activities. They have a quick metabolic metabolism to burn fat. They also have a tendency to strike which with what they do best. Their light body constitution makes them suited for aerobic activities like gymnastics. Endomorphy focused on the nervous system and the brain, the tendency towards artistic, sensitive, apprehensive, introvert. Body types: thin and flat chest, young appearance, tall and lightly muscled, stoop shoulders. Associated personality traits: self conscious, socially anxious, mentally intense, emotionally restrained. So, this is all about ectomorphy, and we will discuss about somatotypes, somatobody types, and under which we will discuss about endomorph, mesomorph, and ectomorph. So now we will discuss about measuring somatotype or body type. How we will measure? So, somatotype or body type is measured by using Heath Carter measurement system, in which rating for endomorphy, mesomorphy, and ectomorphy are calculated. Using various anthropometric measurement in each of three categories, an individual is usually classified on a scale of 1 to 7. 1 is the minimum rating and the 7 is the maximum rating. These three numbers together give a body type or somatotype number, in which endomorphy scores first, then mesomorphy, and finally ectomorphy. The scores may be plotted in a shield diagram. As a matter of fact, all the individuals or sportspersons are made up of three extreme body types. So, we are partially endomorph, partially mesomorph, and partially ectomorph. Using a score of 1 to 7, we can grade our bodies on each of the extreme body types. For example, 272. 272 means 2 low endomorphy, 7 high mesomorphy, and 2 low ectomorphy. In this way, we can compare our body type with that of other sports persons or individuals. The final form of expressing a somatotype numerically is with three numbers. Here, the left number represents the degree of endomorphy, the middle number indicates the degree of mesomorphy, and the final or right number represents the degree of ectomorphy. Ectomorphy 117, mesomorphy 171, and endomorphy 1711. So 1 is very low. So if we can say in ectomorphy 1 very low, and then 7 is very high accordingly. An extreme endomorph is represented as 711. An extreme mesomorph is represented as 171. An extreme ectomorph is represented as 117. The body type number 475 may be better for a footballer, whereas 173 may be better for good bodybuilder. Here you can see the different games and sports according to the number rating, starting from right to center, then left. So here we can see the A444 would be balanced somatotype with each of the three components being equally represented. So if we can say 475 is used for better footballer, 173 is used for better bodybuilder. So on the basis of these body types chart, the teacher or physical education can come to a conclusion that the individual comes in which category. Generally, no amount of exercise can change a short limbed individual into a long limbed individual. So we cannot change the body type by training, because the characteristics such as the width of the hip and shoulders are unchangeable. The body type cannot be changed in the sense that an endomorph will always have a greater tendency to put weight on in comparison to mesomorph or ectomorph. However, minor changes are possible which usually depend on calorie intake, fat intake, or regular exercises. So here you can see some games like high jump, rowing players, rugby, tennis, rugby league player, sprinter, gymnast. Then on left side, weightlifters, footballers, wrestlers, sumo wrestlers likewise. So this is the anthropometric measurement. Here we can see the height, weight, arm length, leg length, skin folds. This is all also helpful in measuring the somatotypes. So this is all about the somatotype, body type, Sheldon's classification of body types, or we can say Sheldon's theory. I hope you will understand well by this video, and thank you and have a nice day.